welcome to thlympic. Today we are going to solve 4 new questions from International Math Challenge competition. So let's start. So this is our first question from category 1. So it's related to box whisker. So or box plot in another name. So the question asks which option is the right representation of this data. So first, let's arrange all the data in increasing order and count how many data do we have. So if we count all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it means there are 5 on one side, 5 on the other side, and 1 in the middle. So the middle number is called median, and it's also called quarter 2 point. So because up to this point there is 50%, after this point there is 50% in general. So, and this is the minimum value, this is the maximum value, and here we have 5 numbers, 2 on this side, 2 on the other side, and this is the middle of first 50%, and same way this is the middle of second 50%. So if this is a box plot or whisker box, so this shows the middle, the median, before this 50%, after this 50%. And this shows Q3, 1 minute. So this will be 3, Q3. Yes. So this is Q3, Q2, Q1, minimum value and maximum value. So you will check that the 8 will be here, 10 will be here, and 16 will be here, 20 will be here, and 22 will be here. So I use the elimination. The A is not possible because the 20 is supposed to be here. But as you see, 20 is somewhere in the middle. So A canceled. For B, there is a problem with 10 because 10 should be exactly on this line, but when we see this, that part corresponds to 11, so 10 is somewhere here. And likewise, when we check D, there's a problem with 20 part. 20 is supposed to be here because it is the middle of second 50, but it is not the case, so it means this is the right one. So you may check all the cases. Minimum is 8, the first 25% or Q1 is 10, middle is 16, and second or Q3 is 20, middle of second 50, and maximum is 21, 22. So the answer is C. The second question is related to area of the shaded part. So here a square is given, inside another square is given, and here something mentioned, this is important. The small square is located anywhere in the big square. So this is something good for us because it shows that if you change the place of this little square, the area doesn't change. So we can choose the best place for us. The best place is just in the middle. In that time, so the middle of these diagonals and middle of these diagonals will be same. At the same time, this shape will be a rhombus because if this is in the middle, this distance and this distance will be same as this and this. So we choose this point to make it easier for our case. And so O is the center of all these 3 shapes. And for the rhombus and the square, diagonals intersect with 90 degrees. So that's also important. And when we place it in the middle, this E, F, O, all of them will be on this diagonal. So then what is the case? So after that, this is very easy because area of a rhombus is half of the product of diagonals. So AC times BD divided by 2 is area of the rhombus, so it means the whole shape, minus the area of little square will give us the shaded part. So area of little square is easy, just 2 times 2. So here we need to know how to deal with the square root numbers. So square root 2 times square root 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4, and times 4 is 16 over 2. So when we simplify, we got 8, the area of the rhombus, so and 4, the area of little square, and their difference is just 4. So for the square root, and to understand the size of AC, here there is an extra drawing. So if this is a square with sides 4, 4, the diagonal is 4 root 2. So root 2 times the one side. So the answer will be C. The third question is related to getting average. So here 2 classes are given, class A, class B, and in each class the average of boys and girls are given, but we don't know the number of boys and girls. Instead, for class A, it says that 20% girls, so it means 80% boys. So if we simplify this, it means if there is X girls, there are 4X boys. Likewise, it says that the girls in B, where was it? Percent 20, 40% of girls. Okay, so here the girls for class B is 40%. If this is 40%, this is 60%. So if we take the ratio, if this is 2y, this is 3y. So according to ratio. Now, the total number of students is 5y, and total number of students is 5x. So if 16 is average, so total score for class A is average times number of boys plus average times number of girls. So here we calculated A, the total total score for class A is 85x. Likewise, the total score for class B is the average for each boy times number of boys plus average of each girl times number of girls. So the total, we will get this one. Now, to find the average of A, we need to divide total of all the scores by number of students, 5x here. And likewise, to find average of full group class B, we need to calculate all the scores here and divide by number of students. So we already got total scores for each of them. So we just need to divide by number of students. And when we did this, we see that both of them comes as 17. So the average score for class A and class B are equal. So it means the answer is C. So this is the final question for this video from category 4. The question asks the angle cosine alpha of the angle between two vectors. One of them is A, the other is B. So it's not that important which one is A, which one is B, because this is not an accurate drawing. But let's remember first, we have such a rule to find angle between any two vectors. So the cosine of that angle is dot product of vector A times vector B divided by size of vector A times size of vector B, or we call it magnitude. So according to this, we need to know what is dot product. So dot product is explained here. If this is vector 1, x1, y1, and x2, y2, vector 2, the dot product equals, so we multiply x's together plus multiply y's together. And the magnitude of a vector is, if this is xy, any vector, the magnitude is like Pythagoras theorem, so x squared plus y squared in square root. So let's apply this. Our first vector is 1, -2, and second one is 3, 1. So when we do the dot product, according to this rule, so we multiply x's together and y's together, and we add them. Likewise, to find their size, the magnitude, we use the second formula. So for the first one, 1 and -2, size will be 1 squared plus -2 squared in square root. And for the size of the second vector, the square of x plus square of y and square root. Let's simplify this. So 1 times 3 is 3. -2 times 1 is -2. So 1 squared is 1, -2 squared is 4, 1 plus 4 is 5, 3 squared is 9, 1 squared is 1, 9 plus 1, 10. So if we multiply these two square root numbers, so we can multiply inside because their degrees are same, both of them square roots. So 5 times 10 is 50, and 3 minus 2 will be 1. So right now we have this. The relation between these two is this is 25 times 2, and 25 can come out as 5 because 25 is perfect square number. So these two are equal. But this is not in the answer key because generally we do not like square root number at the bottom. So to make it better, we multiply both sides by √2. So we did here. If you multiply both sides by √2, this is not x, this is times. So √2 times √2 is just 2 because it is √2 squared, which is equal to 2. So 5 times 2 is 10, and √2 times 1 is √2. So this is the final answer, √2 over 10. So thank you very much for watching. If you find it useful, please share with others. And if you like it, you can press the like button. If you have any comments, you can type below the video. See you. Have a nice day.